Trauma recovery is a crucial process that allows individuals to regain control over their lives. Trauma can result from various distressing events, such as accidents, violence, or emotional abuse. Understanding trauma and its effects is the first step toward healing. Recovery is essential because untreated trauma can lead to long-term emotional distress, anxiety, and physical symptoms. This workshop aims to provide participants with the tools and strategies to manage their recovery effectively. By focusing on self-awareness, coping techniques, and building support networks, we can create a path toward healing and resilience. Throughout the session, we will explore the nature of trauma, its impact, and actionable steps for recovery. The goal is to empower individuals with knowledge and practical skills to navigate their healing journey successfully. Trauma affects individuals in profound ways, and understanding its different forms is key to recovery. Trauma can be categorized into three main types. Acute trauma results from a single distressing event. Chronic trauma develops from prolonged exposure to stress, and complex trauma involves multiple traumatic experiences over time. The psychological impact of trauma includes conditions like PTSD, anxiety, and emotional dysregulation. These effects can disrupt daily life, relationships, and overall well-being. Physically, trauma can lead to symptoms such as chronic pain, fatigue, and immune system dysfunction, highlighting the mind-body connection. By recognizing how trauma manifests both mentally and physically, individuals can take the first step toward healing. The next section will cover the structured stages of trauma recovery and how to navigate them effectively. Healing from trauma occurs in stages, each essential to the recovery process. The first stage, safety and stabilization, focuses on establishing a sense of security. This includes learning coping mechanisms, building a strong support system, and reducing distressing symptoms before addressing trauma directly. The second stage, processing and integration, involves confronting and making sense of traumatic memories. Therapeutic approaches such as EMDR, cognitive behavioral therapy, and somatic healing techniques can assist individuals in reframing their experiences and reducing emotional distress. Finally, reconnection and growth allow individuals to rebuild their lives. This stage emphasizes self-discovery, forming healthy relationships, and embracing personal growth. By moving through these stages, survivors can regain control over their narratives and experience post-traumatic growth. Coping strategies are essential tools for trauma survivors to manage distress and promote healing. Mindfulness and grounding techniques help individuals stay present and reduce anxiety. Deep breathing exercises, body scans, and guided meditation can bring a sense of calm and control in moments of stress. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is a powerful method that helps individuals identify and reframe negative thought patterns. By challenging distorted beliefs, trauma survivors can develop healthier ways of thinking and responding to triggers. Somatic healing techniques, including yoga, breath work, and eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, focus on the body's role in trauma recovery. These approaches help release stored emotional pain and foster overall well-being. Practicing these strategies consistently can empower survivors to take charge of their healing journey. Trauma doesn't just affect the mind, it imprints on the body. When a person experiences trauma, the brain's amygdala signals the sympathetic nervous system, triggering a fight-flight-freeze response. This survival mechanism is vital in the moment, but can become overactive long after the danger has passed. Many survivors experience body memory, physical sensations, or pain that reflect traumatic experiences without explicit recall. Chronic tension, fatigue, gastrointestinal issues, or unexplained aches may stem from unprocessed trauma stored somatically. Somatic therapies address these imprints by reconnecting the mind and body. Techniques such as trauma-informed yoga, somatic experiencing, and neurobiological regulation help retrain the nervous system, reduce hypervigilance, and promote healing from the inside out. Understanding this link is key to holistic trauma recovery. Self-care is not a luxury. It is a fundamental part of trauma recovery. Establishing daily routines that support emotional and physical health is crucial. This might include journaling, getting adequate rest, practicing mindfulness, or maintaining a balanced diet. These habits provide stability and predictability during emotional upheaval. Equally important is the ability to set boundaries. Trauma survivors often struggle with asserting their needs, but learning to say no and prioritize one's well-being is a powerful act of self-preservation. Boundaries protect from harmful environments and help cultivate safe, supportive relationships. Resilience is the capacity to adapt and grow through adversity. It's about finding meaning, rediscovering personal strengths, and fostering hope. Recovery is not about returning to who you were. It's about becoming stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. Building a strong support system is vital in trauma recovery. Professional therapy and counseling offer structured guidance, helping survivors process their experiences and develop coping skills. Therapists can tailor treatment approaches to each individual's needs, such as trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy, TFCBT, or EMDR. Peer support groups play a crucial role in healing by fostering connection and reducing feelings of isolation. Groups like PTSD support circles or online communities provide a safe space to share experiences, exchange advice, and find solidarity with others who understand the journey of recovery. Personal networks, trusted family members, friends, and mentors offer emotional stability and encouragement. Whether through meaningful conversations, acts of kindness, or simply being present, these relationships can reinforce resilience and provide comfort during difficult times. Trauma can profoundly disrupt one's sense of self. Rebuilding identity is the journey of reconnecting with who you are beyond the traumatic experience. The first step is to reclaim core values, those deeply held beliefs and aspirations that may have been buried or shaken. By revisiting passions, dreams, and internal truths, individuals begin to reconstruct their inner compass. Narrative reintegration is a powerful therapeutic tool. It involves reshaping the personal story to include trauma as one chapter, not the whole book. Survivors are guided to recognize how they have changed, what they've overcome, and who they are becoming. This reframing fosters a sense of coherence and self-acceptance. Empowerment comes from reclaiming the right to choose. Trauma can leave survivors feeling powerless, but through intentional action, whether choosing relationships, goals, or new roles, they begin to restore agency. Identity reconstruction isn't about returning to the past, but creating a new, authentic self aligned with resilience and purpose. Moving forward after trauma is both a personal and powerful journey. It begins by setting recovery goals that are meaningful and attainable, whether it's rebuilding relationships, returning to work, or simply enjoying daily routines. These goals act as guideposts that focus energy and measure healing. Acknowledging progress is equally important. Celebrating even small victories affirms the work being done and inspires continued growth. Recovery isn't linear, and recognizing this helps survivors stay grounded and hopeful through setbacks. Finally, trauma can catalyze profound transformation. This concept, known as post-traumatic growth, highlights the emergence of new values, strengthened relationships, and an enhanced appreciation for life. Survivors often report a renewed sense of purpose. With courage and support, it's possible to reclaim life with resilience, clarity, and hope. Workshop activities offer trauma survivors experiential tools to engage actively in their healing process. Expressive arts therapy encourages participants to use creative mediums, such as painting, journaling, or music, to express feelings that may be difficult to verbalize. This process can be both cathartic and empowering. Group sharing circles are integral to community-based trauma recovery. These structured, confidential forums foster empathy and connection, as participants witness and affirm each other's stories. It reduces the isolation that trauma often brings and builds trust. Somatic movement practices such as yoga, stretching, and dance help individuals reconnect with their bodies. These physical practices assist in releasing tension and stored trauma, improving emotional regulation and bodily awareness. Together, these activities create a holistic and engaging environment that supports deep emotional healing. Recovery from trauma is not a single event, but a journey that unfolds with patience, courage, and support. As this workshop concludes, your next steps involve translating insight into sustained practice. Start by creating a personalized recovery plan. This includes establishing achievable wellness goals, identifying coping routines, and designing a structure that supports emotional and physical health. Continued support is crucial, whether through therapy, peer groups, or mentoring circles. Healing thrives in connection, and maintaining a support network provides ongoing encouragement and accountability. Don't hesitate to revisit these communities as often as needed. Finally, embrace growth. Recognize your resilience and reflect on how your journey can lead to new meaning or purpose. Post-traumatic growth is real. Many survivors find strength, empathy, and leadership in their healing. Take each step forward as a testament to your strength and a promise to your future self. This workshop provided a structured exploration of trauma recovery, starting with understanding trauma's roots and consequences. We discussed the various types of trauma, acute, chronic, and complex, and how each uniquely impacts the mind and body. We then explored coping strategies, from mindfulness and cognitive behavioral approaches to somatic healing methods, all essential for managing emotional distress. Self-care practices and recognizing personal triggers further support long-term healing. Finally, the value of support systems and the possibility of post-traumatic growth were emphasized. By fostering resilience and seeking meaningful connections, survivors can reclaim their narratives and move forward with purpose. This summary encapsulates the core insights and tools to begin or continue the journey toward healing. As we close this trauma recovery workshop, it's important to pause and honor your progress. Just showing up, being open to healing and learning demonstrates immense strength. Healing takes time and courage, and every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Remember, recovery is not a straight path. It's normal to encounter setbacks, pauses, or emotional waves along the way. These moments are part of the process, not signs of failure. Healing is layered, and often, the most powerful growth happens quietly and gradually. Stay connected to yourself and others. Whether it's a therapist, a trusted friend, or a grounding practice, let those lifelines support you. Be patient, be gentle, and trust in your capacity to transform. This journey doesn't end here. It continues with every choice you make to live with awareness, compassion, and courage.